Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program. Thoughts by Joanna de Angelis and Divaldo Franco. This is the book. We are in the third part of the book. All these messages, just trusting in God. Today's message is really, really beautiful. It reminds us sometimes we need to pause. So sometimes, friends, life often feels like a race and that we never agreed to run, right? We rush through the days filled with noise, expectations, and invisible weights on our shoulders. And somewhere in that motion, our spirit grows tired, disappointed, and even hurt. Sometimes when the soul needs most, what the soul needs most is not to run faster, but to stop, breathe, and listen. And that is the message that Joanna and Divaldo have for us today. If you feel disappointed and hurt by the challenges of the physical existence, stop for a moment your disappointing race and listen to the unique music of the gospel of Jesus. Friends, this message invites us to pause, not out of defeat, but for renewal. This music of the gospel is not heard with the ears, but with the heart. It's the melody of forgiveness, the rhythm of hope, the harmony of love. When we stop chasing what's fleeting, we can finally hear what is eternal. The gospel sings softly within us, reminding us that peace is not found by escaping the world, but by remembering that we are never alone in it. In this book, Missionaries of the Light, chapter 5, this is beautiful, beautiful stories. There's something that we can really, really take note, right? So we have here Andre, and Andre is getting beautiful lessons from his mentor. And this is what he says: don't be impressed. The problem isn't enthusiasm, but persistent effort. We can't dispense with those solutions. Few friends can maintain uniformity of emotion and idealism in spiritual edifications. It's been 9 years with a few interruptions that I've been actively involved in this house, and every month I see now promises and vows of service parade through here. At the first encounter with the real needs of a work, a small number of my colleagues remain faithful to their conscience. In calm times, great praise. In difficult times, disguised desertions under the pretext of others' incomprehension. I am forced to say that in most cases, brothers and sisters are helpful and charitable to their neighbors when it comes to material needs. But, and this is really important, but they almost always continue to be less good to themselves because they forget to apply the evangelical light to practical life. They promise excessively with words, yet operate little in the realm of feelings. With exceptions, they become irritated at the first contact with the harshest struggle. After reaffirming the healthiest intentions of renewal and often returning each week to the prayer center, they find themselves in the same condition, requesting comfort and outside help. It's not easy for them to fulfill the promise of cooperation with Christ within themselves, the fundamental basis of true enlightenment. So that's kind of like the version of this, your friend. So let me go to page 52. So we see here that Alexandre, right, is giving us like a whole scenario, what happens, right, when we have difficulties, when things are super, super hard, and we sometimes just want to give up, right? But this here is reminding us, friends, that, and my puppy's here, he's studying with us, that this is today's message, right? That the gospel is not simply to be heard, it is to be lived. So this music of the gospel that we're learning with Joanna can be heard when we allow the rhythm to guide our daily conduct through patience, perseverance, sincerity of effort. And it reminds us that true renewal alone does not come from running, but it comes from applying Christ's lessons in the real sympathy of life, dear friends. It's that time And going back to the message, if you give me 1 minute here, dear friends, we start to see, right, friends, how powerful this becomes, because it not only stays with us in this life, but it follows us through. So today, what did we learn? We learned with Joanna and Divaldo, we need to pause. We see in Andre, Alexandra is telling us we need to pause sometimes so that we can not give up, so we can make the better choices and not be part of that percentage where we easily give up or we forgot to take care of ourselves. We have to do that inner work. We have to do all of that. So the homework for the week is that, friends. In every opportunity that we have, let us do, be the bigger person, right? Sometimes it takes a little extra effort, but in that awareness, in that consciousness, we are able to truly, right, manifest this gospel, this music, this thing of like, if I need to pause, it's okay. If I need to take a deep breath, that's fine, because it's not a race. It's not first, second, third. It's the momentum, right? And I love that beautiful passage, and I hope you did too, from Alexandro as lessons with Andre Luis and the Missionaries of the Light. Friends, that is today's message. Until next week, same place, same time, and thank you so much for joining me and my beautiful dog that sometimes you guys hear barking, dear friends. Have a great week. Until next week, friends, and let us remember that we are loved. Bye, friends. Goodbye.